Yeah, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jim here from Aussie Adventurer, and I hope you enjoyed that last video about my first trail ride. Now obviously there was a handicap with the tires on this particular ride, and since my bike has traveled now 15,000 kilometers, it's due for a replacement of the sprockets and the chain. So I'm here in Cebu City at the moment, and you can see Motology. That's where I brought my bike to get the chain replaced, the front and the rear sprocket, and also do the service for the 15,000 kilometers. And yesterday I was here and we replaced the tires. So I'll give you a quick look of what's going on. Stay tuned. Okay, so this is the workshop from Motology. We're still suffering from Super Typhoon Odette, or internationally known as Ray. It's March the 8th, and everyone's still cleaning up, but they have their workshop back in order more or less. So here is the bike, and you can see the new tire setup. So the tires that I have on here is the Mitas EO7 Plus. They have very good reviews for off-road and are pretty good on-road, so I was told. We put a 45 tooth rear sprocket on and a heavy-duty DID chain, the 520 VX3. Sorry, Dave. This one here, and this is Sir Dave, a trained technician by KTM in Austria. So I will trust my life and my bike only to him. And so the chain came a bit long, and we had to go and cut it. And after it's adjusted, it'll be fine. But here at the front, we have the 14 tooth instead of the 15 tooth sprocket. So this 14 tooth sprocket will help with having a higher idle, or higher RPM at low speeds, so it's easier with the traffic. And instead of having the stock 48 tooth rear sprocket, I changed it to the 45. That should provide some additional torque. And it's just using the chain breaker tool to fasten that chain together. I'm not sure, I'm only used to master link, so this is a new one for me. But I kind of see what he's doing. Other than that, since I had this bike 15,000 kilometers, I made a couple of changes, simply because it was a necessity. So dash plate I put on, not the best one, but it helps. It came in handy on the trail ride. I put my crash bar on, which again, like you saw in the video, was a necessity. And just generally put a couple of decals on, carbon fiber wrapped, everything to protect the original plastics, some auxiliary lights for nighttime if I ever do it, extra horn. The horn on the stock model is terrible, and I just recently removed the pre-muffler and just got this new exhaust system put on, because the bike was just plainly too quiet for my taste. I did customize my seat to my liking for touring. I know the tires themselves are a 50-50, so 50 on-road, 50 off-road. Performance on the wet on these tires on the road is not the greatest, like with every other tire, but the overall handling should be fine. I have some side boxes for touring that I have removed at the moment, and of course the top box, which is the Shard 48 liter, which contains 2 helmets and these are the only top box that I could find where it fits 2 modular helmets. The other addition I've made is the SWD Motec Pro waterproof tank bag. It's a very good idea to have something like that, and in order to release it, all you need to do is pull, take it off, so you can see the mechanism underneath. That is a magnetic tank ring. It is specific to the bike, so if anyone's considering getting SWD Motec Pro items, if you want the tank bag ring, you must have it for your bike. So this is specifically for the KTM 390 Adventure, and the whole thing is actually really good because you just basically place it on and it's locked. That's it. In addition to that, there is a pin inside that you can push down by opening the bag, and that will lock this mechanism so you cannot undo it. And for additional security, I have a lock here which I can just simply attach, close it, and now this whole thing is more or less theft proof. They cannot remove this, and they cannot go and just run away with the bag. Something that's a bit unusual is the speakers at the front. I prefer that, listening to music if I'm cruising around, longer rides. A phone holder with charger, and that's coming in handy for navigation. And overall, I am very, very happy with my bike. So the only other thing that's going to get done today is, as I said, the service. So we change the oil, clean the air filter, just check every nut and bolt. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot, we do need to change the front brake pads. So correct chain adjustment on this bike. How you check the tension on this. But to be honest, this is a little bit beyond me. I'd rather leave the experts to handle this. So Sir Dave has finished with the service. And he's just doing his little test ride, which gives me a perfect opportunity to listen to the sound. And I do like the sound. All good. Thank you.